Hey guys, it's me, Mikey. I'm back with a shorter video. This one is a video I had not planned to make. This is my Barnes & Noble haul that I've made over the last couple days. I had not planned on spending another dime on vinyl because I am all vinyled out. I went crazy over Christmas with some vinyl pickups. I've been a naughty girl. And I said I am going to not ring in the new year and go crazy. And look what I did. Barnes & Noble had to have that 50% off sale. They got me. So I've been seeing all these other great Barnes & Noble haul videos in the vinyl community. And so here's mine. Went to two. The first Barnes & Noble I went to, oh my God, they had so much stuff. It was just like, it's a miracle I got out of there alive. And then I did another pickup tonight. So let me show you what I got. Ooh. Okay, so, and the bag is still, if I can lift it up, the bag is still warm. But, let me show you what I got, and this includes everything from my last two Barnes & Noble visits over the last couple days. So, what I picked up tonight, I picked up Madonna's Rebel Heart, which is something I did not have on vinyl. I've been wanting it for a while on vinyl, and you know, just every time I saw it in the store, it's like, yeah, it's still too much. It's still too much, and went to the, they didn't have it at the first Barnes & Noble I went to the other day, but they had this tonight. This one had some cool songs on it. This one had Living for Love. Ghost Town was a great track. The title track was great. It had Bitch I'm Madonna with, Nicki Minaj. So it's a very cool, awesome album, very underrated. Again, it's gorgeous. I always like the cover. This cover it's still intriguing to me. So, but there's the back. I can't wait to open it because I know the CD was gorgeous. So I know this is going to be gorgeous too. So something to add to my extensive Madonna collection because she's always been one of my heroes. So glad to pick that up, Rebel Heart. And another pickup I made was some Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett and Bill Charlap. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's called The Silver Lining, the songs of Jerome Kern. And Tony Bennett is a performer, a singer that's always close to my heart. I remember going over to my grandma's house when I was young, and you would always smell Sunday dinner, and you would always hear Tony Bennett on the turntable, and my mom would play him as well. So he's always been a family favorite. Everybody in my family loves Tony. And this is very cool. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. Includes a digital download card. It's got a 12 by 12 mini poster. It's on 180 gram vinyl. And this appears to be a gatefold, so I know there's some gorgeous, lush pictures inside. And it's got some of the great standards from the American Songbook. Pick Yourself Up, which I used to love, Nat King Cole's version of that. The Last Time I Saw Paris. They Didn't Believe Me, The Way You Look Tonight. Oh, come on, man, that's gorgeousness. Nobody Else But Me, Make Believe, Long Ago and Far Away, The Song Is You. I can just imagine putting this on a Sunday and just like chilling out and just, just relaxing, have a nice cool drink. And this is just perfect. Wonderful jazzy mood music. And I love that. And anything by Tony Bennett. I mean, he's one of the last of the great crooners. You simply can't go wrong. So I've been eyeing this throughout the last year or so at Barnes & Noble, and I'm so glad they had it 50% off, so this was a no-brainer. Glad I got it. So that's Tony Bennett doing the songs of Jerome Kern. And let's see what else I got in the stash. So, how come Sheryl Crow released the album and nobody told me? So I was surprised to see Sheryl Crow had a new album out. Maybe I heard a little bit about it. I saw her on the New Year's Eve show on ABC, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. And, I was like, okay. It's like she was singing some of her hits. And I said, I didn't know she had some new material out. I'll have to go look for it. And then went to Barnes & Noble and they had this. So I said, gotta pick up some Sheryl Crow. This one is called By Myself, and it says it's an exclusive Barnes and Noble edition. So I'm assuming they're the only ones carrying this on vinyl. I'm assuming. So it's got songs Halfway There, Long Way Back, Roller Skate, and Be Myself. So she's always been one of my favorites from the 90s and beyond. And I know this is going to be good. I miss hearing her voice. I miss hearing some new material from her. So I know I'm going to enjoy it. There's the back. And this one wasn't an expensive one at all. So by the time they took the 50% off, it cost almost like next to nothing. So I'm glad to have this. So Sheryl Crow. So this one, Bette Midler soundtrack or original cast recording for Hello Dolly. I'm a huge Bette fan. Been wanting this on LP for a while, and I said, I'll wait till it comes down in price. This was perfect. I mean, this is her Tony-winning role on Broadway, which she so deservedly won. It's like she was made for the part. So, but Hello Dolly, it's got David Hyde Pierce playing Horace Vandergelder, and that is just wonderful. I mean, she puts out something, I buy it. That's it. That's all I need. So, this is awesome. I grew up watching the Streisand version of Hello Dolly, which will probably always be my favorite because I just grew up on it for so many years. But you can't go wrong with Bette. Bette, Barbara, Bette, whatever your preference is. If you haven't heard this, check it out because Bette has still got the chops. She still sounds great. She's still a force of nature on the stage. And this cast recording definitely reflects that. So jubilant and fun. Hello Dolly is just a timeless story. So Hello Dolly, 50% off, Bette Midler, and it's got it's a deluxe gatefold. It's got a 20-page full-color booklet. And what else is inside? Production photos, lyrics, liner notes, digital download card included, 180-gram vinyl. There you go. Speaking of soundtracks, they had this. I've been eyeing this for such a long time and was waiting for it to come down in price. And so when I saw this as part of the sale, I snapped it up. This is the soundtrack to the HBO series Vinyl, which only lasted one season. I actually liked the show. The show was, I believe it was conceived by Martin Scorsese, Mick Jagger. The show had all these winning elements in it. I think with some tweaking, it probably could have come back for a second season. But I loved it. It was set in the 70s. A lot of great pop culture references in each episode. Great music throughout. I think Mick Jagger's son had like a regular recurring role as like a kid in a band or something like that. But it had a great theme song. I think it was Rotten Apple by the Nasty Bits. I think that was the theme song. But you got some great music on here. You got David Johansen from New York Dolls. You got Dee Dee Warwick, Otis Redding, Martha Hoople. Some great stuff on here. The Meters, Edgar Winter Group, Foghat. So this is just so 70s, and this is another Barnes & Noble exclusive. This is it's a double LP, 180-gram yellow vinyl. Includes a CD copy of the album as well. So this is fantastic. I'm going to open this one because I think this is the only one out of everything I bought that is on colored vinyl. So I have been waiting to see what this looks like. So bear with me a minute. I'm about to tear this sucker open. I can't wait to see it. All right. And the guy who played the lead, I'm sorry his name escapes me right now, but the guy who played the lead of the series, he was fantastic. So I hope to see him in other things, but it's too bad this show ended so prematurely here. But real quick, okay, that's the inside. Would have been nice if they had some pictures from the series inside, but it's still nice. I just want to see what one of these babies looks like. So here's it's a double LP. Let me just see what one looks like here. Ooh, baby, this is neon green, neon yellow vinyl. Oh my God. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to play this. This is so stunning. So I've been dying to see what that looked like. I had to rip that off. So where is the CD? There, I guess there's a CD inside here somewhere. Yes, I see it. Okay, and there is a CD inside. They did include that. This is beautiful. So I guess I have to relive my memories of the series by playing the soundtrack. So I guess they did release the one season that it had on DVD. So, but very cool. Been wanting that for a long time. And let's see what else I've got in the magic bag. I've been eyeing this for quite a while. One of my favorites, Barry Manilow. This is exclusive to Barnes & Noble. This is called This Is My Town. This album was like an homage or homage to the songs of New York, where he's from. I know he was born and raised in Brooklyn. And it's got new songs, it's got some classic standards, and includes the download card for the album. I can't tell you how many times my mom and I saw Barry Manilow live in concert. He's just, again, a family favorite, a showman. They call him a showman of his generation. They don't call him that for nothing. Just wonderful. And I know this album is good. I haven't really heard too much from it. Maybe I think I heard him do one song on the talk show in the last couple of years. But it's got This Is My Town. He does, I guess, a new updated version of New York City Rhythm. And it's part of a medley with On Broadway. Loving That Birdland. It does another great medley, Downtown, which is probably Petula Clark's. And he does Uptown, Up on the Roof, I Dig New York, The Brooklyn Bridge. It's somehow he's doing a duet with Mel Torme, and he's doing another New York City medley. I'm never disappointed with Barry Manilow. I mean, he's just, again, a great showman, and I just love his arrangements. I mean, the arrangements he did for Bette Midler's first couple albums. I know he's worked with Diane Shore, a lot of great artists, and he is just, when it comes to music, he is the man. He knows his stuff. And, you know, I know he's got one foot in the pop world, another foot in the jazz world, and he just makes it all work. So Barry Manilow, This Is My Town, Songs of New York. I cannot wait to hear this. So exclusive to Barnes & Noble on vinyl. Let me see. What else? Yes. Now, I've been wanting this one for a while. This is a 2 LP set. This is Toto. This is Toto 40th anniversary album called 40 Trips Around the Sun. So this is fantastic. This is again, it's a double LP. It's got a few new songs on it, but it's all remastered. The rest is all remastered classic tracks. See, the new tracks are Alone, Spanish Sea, Struck by Lightning are the 3 new cuts on here. But it's got all my favorites. I'll Supply the Love, Come On, that's the jam, we know it. Stranger in Town, I'll Be Over You, 99, Pamela, I Won't Hold You Back, Hold the Line, Georgie Porgy, Rosanna, and of course it closes out with Africa. I cannot wait to blast this. I just love Toto, man. I don't know why Toto doesn't get a whole lot of love from the vinyl community. I almost never hear Toto mentioned at all in the vinyl community. So am I the only Toto fan out there? I don't know. I hope not, because they're awesome. Even just as studio musicians, Steve Lukather, the late Jeff Porcaro, and it's these guys are fantastic. Just not the work that they've just done together as a band, but how all the artists that they've backed up in the studios as starting out as studio musicians, and just the scads of artists that they've worked with over the years. Man, they're just fantastic. So Toto, 40 Trips Around the Sun, double LP. Was so glad to see this at a discount, and again, I can't wait to play it. So it's a This is the gatefold, and I'm gonna blast this. This will probably be the first one I open. Oh, after the, yeah. So, but, Toto. So let's see what else is in the bag. This, I've been eyeing this and couldn't wait to get this, and I kept waiting for it to come down in price, and yes, it was in the sale. This is Kelly Clarkson's Meaning of Life. This is her last album. I don't own a thing by Kelly Clarkson, but I've always liked her. I've always admired her journey. You know, I've always thought she was very deserving of her American Idol win. So I've been kind of like following her journey over the years. You know, she's a great personality, obviously very talented, but just never really bought anything. You know, as of yet, her songs hadn't quite spoken to me as far as I needed something in my collection from her. So she was someone that I was content to listen to on the radio or, you know, something like that. But when I heard a couple cuts off of this album upon its release, it seemed like it was almost kind of like a sleeper release, because it should have done a lot better than it did. But by happenstance, I just happened across in the last year or two Love So Soft, which had an awesome video. Whole Lot of Woman is another great track on here, and I'm sure the rest of it, you know, this album had more like a earthy kind of like stripped down feel versus some of her other albums. But I liked it. You know, it was very cool, and she sounds great on it as usual. But I'm glad to finally get this 50% off. I know I'm gonna be happy with this, because if it's anything like the couple tracks I've heard, I know I'm going to be satisfied with it. So Kelly Clarkson, my first Kelly Clarkson album, and I'm sure it won't be the last. So, oh, all right, guys. Let me see what else I got. I got a couple more. So I died when I saw this. I love this album. This is the soundtrack, Neil Diamond, the jazz singer. One of my favorite movie, I guess you can call it a movie musical, yeah. Maybe not in the old traditional sense, but yeah, one of my favorite movies coming up. Probably my favorite Neil Diamond anything. And he's got such an extensive catalog that's so great. I've got a lot of favorites, but this tops them all. I could watch the movie over and over again. In the last few years, I owned it on CD, I had the DVD. It's only in the last few years where I picked up a used copy of this, and it wasn't in the greatest of condition, but, you know, I was just happy to find it. So I bought it. It's kind of, got some scratches that couldn't get out. So I said, well, at least I have it on vinyl. But now, let's say in the last couple years, they finally actually remastered this. This is on 180 gram vinyl, and I've seen it at a few places, but again, just waiting for the right price. And believe me, this was it. 50% off on the Jazz Singer. Oh my God. So as you know, it's got like Hello Again, America. Oh, I still get chills when I hear the beginning of America. And Love on the Rocks. Come on, man. That's so awesome. Love on the Rocks, man. It's just, still brings a tear to my eye. And even like some of the lesser known songs, the ones that weren't released as hit singles, Acapulco, Jerusalem, You Baby, baby, You baby now. Amazed and Confused. It's such a great album. I mean, if you haven't heard it in its entirety, pick it up. I mean, this is definitely one of his best works, and he's got so many. He's come a long way from being a songwriter in the Real Building days. Just a wonderful career that he's had. But this will definitely go down as one of his best offerings. So, Neil Diamond, the Jazz Singer. Says Neil Diamond 50-year anniversary, now remastered on 180 gram vinyl. So glad to have it. A nice, clean, and I'm sure a beautiful sounding copy. And let's see, I think I got one more. And I got Annie Lennox, Diva. and like for a great price. I've never owned it on vinyl. I've had the CD for a number of years, and great memories of watching the videos from this in heavy rotation on MTV when I was coming up. But and always a killer cover. I always loved her just as a showgirl. She's so beautiful. But yeah, I was surprised to see this. And again, this is, I know in the last few years they've remastered some of the Eurythmics and some of her solo LPs. This is one of them that they had. And of course, this has Why, Walking on Broken Glass, Legend in My Living Room, Little Bird, which was one of my favorites. But there we go, Annie Lennox, Diva. And I still don't feel like I'm done. I mean, that's all I bought, but I'm still compelled to like go back and see if I had to show some kind of restraint because my arms were full. I said, oh, wait a minute, you know. So, but I don't know how long they're gonna have this sale. Hopefully they'll just have the sale until they run out of stock. I know one of the stores I went to was extremely low on stock compared to the other store, which had a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, the other store just had like a little bit of 50% off vinyl merchandise. But I'm hoping they'll just keep the sale going until they run out. And maybe in a couple weeks they'll mark it down to 75% off. You know, I can dream, can I, and go back. But there's so much great stuff. This is probably the best sale on vinyl that they've ever had, and I've been purchasing vinyl from Barnes & Noble for quite a while, and I've never seen them. I've never known them to do this before. So, guys, if you haven't gone out there yet, if you don't have a Barnes & Noble, I tried. They said the sale is online too, but I didn't see anything on sale for 50% off online. It didn't work when I tried to do it that way. So that's why I had to go into the store. So yeah, guys, if you have a Barnes & Noble near you, it'll definitely be worth your trip. The sale actually started the day after Christmas. I didn't get into a Barnes & Noble until about a full week after Christmas, and they still had a ton of stuff. So guys, if you're thinking about it, go in there. I mean, you'll come out with something that you love. I mean, they had a lot of great titles. Some new, some classic, but and go ahead and check it out. Oh, I did get one more thing that was it's not a vinyl, but it is a book. They had a lot of music they had some music bios 50% off as well. And even on the bargain table, they had some. And I caught this on the way out on the bargain table. It was the last one. So I got Phil Collins. I got the Phil Collins autobiography, Not Dead Yet. So I can't wait to read this. I know Phil's got some great stories in here about Genesis. I know Phil's got a lot to say. I can't wait to read this. I know this has been out for a little bit, but the price was right. I picked it up. So I get to read about Phil. Okay, guys, my bag is now empty. I ain't got nothing yet. My wallet's empty too. So my wallet's empty too, man. They broke me. I've been a nosy girl. I was not supposed to buy any vinyl after Christmas, and look what they did. I'm gonna be on ramen noodles for the next 2 weeks. I said they really broke me this time, but I'll be happy. So at least I'm happy. I got some great stuff, and this is really like a once in a lifetime kind of sale. Again, they don't normally do this. So, but anyway, guys, in my next video coming up, stay tuned. I'm gonna be posting hopefully by the end of the month my post-Christmas vinyl pickups, and you might be seeing a vintage turntable sooner or later in the next video, or maybe the video after. You'll see. So anyway, guys, that's my Barnes & Noble haul. Get out there if you can. They got some great deals. Vinyl, yes, of course, but if you're into music biographies, they got some great music bios and lots of other stuff. Lots of stuff in the store. Look at me like they're paying me to say this. Just get out there if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Happy New Year. Just enjoy the new year. And guys, I will see you soon, all right? Be good. Later. If you like what you've seen today, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also visit me at bigyellowrebel.tumblr.com.